Hey guys, welcome back to the 8th episode of the Thundra Zoo. Today it's gonna be a bit of a longer episode. The longest one we had was 28 minutes. Now today's gonna be about 25 minutes, I think. But let's start in. At the start I removed pause because I already told you in the last episode that I'm gonna be building a building. A building where it's gonna be a gift shop inside and a big viewing window to see into the bear's habitat, because you can only look in the lake, inside of the lake, and you can also, my talking's a bit dysfunctioning. So we've built a water area. There is a viewing point where you can see the lake, and then there will be a viewing point inside of the building where you can see a panorama view of the whole habitat on the left. I'm sorry if my German slips through sometimes, like now. I'm working on it. I started working on the barriers, removing a lot of them because I'm starting to build the building. I again took some of those of that wood, Arctic wood. Then I just put it in. Other side as well. And did some walls. It came actually out quite well. I had like 5 minutes of build-in, and I still didn't know that you have to build those planks down, or those. It's like a starter kit for a gift shop, and you have to put it down to mark the area as a gift shop. And I didn't know that. I just placed shelves and stuff, and I didn't know it. But I've cut that part out because embarrassing, and also you don't want to see me building a gift shop and then deleting it. So I've cut it out, and So then I I've built an entrance for the building. Then I took some pillars to mark the entrance and make it look a little nicer. It didn't do much, but just a little. And actually, at the moment, not a lot of stuff is happening in the video, so I can tell you something about the other zoo that I'm building. The one that I have told you about in the last video, R&A Wildlife Park. I've been building a lot of stuff in there. I've built Penguin Bay, and at the moment I'm building on a Madagascar house, which is gonna be a glass dome with fossas and cockerel shifakas, I think you say cockerel shifakas in the side of it. Two animals that I love from Madagascar. The shifakas are just beautiful. I just when I would have a zoo in real life, I would have loads of shifakas, and then fossas are. Maybe you know the movie Madagascar, and as a kid I was a big fan of the movie, and there was King Julian and stuff. You may know it. I think you know it. Everyone knows it. But there were also those fossas, and everyone just didn't like them because they were predators. But I really liked them, and I actually didn't know. Like, still, I learned 2 years ago that fossas are real. I thought. In the movies as a kid, I knew that the name was fossa, but I thought it was some kind of cougar or lion or something. But I have actually I found out that fossas are real. Like 2 years ago or a year ago, and since then I love them. I want to go in the UK in Chester Zoo to see them because they have fossils in real life. There's other zoos that have them, not that much, but in the UK, in Chester Zoo, I think they have bred them last year, so they got puppies, and it's actually there, so they're quite successful with fossa. So I wanted to go see them there, and yeah, in the R&A Wildlife Park. That's just what I wanted to tell you. I put fossas in and cockerel shifakas. Yeah, now let's move back to our zoo. And as you may have seen in the background now here in the video, I'm building on the roof. It was my first time using those, not the flat roofs, but the angled ones. Worked out pretty well. I didn't know how to build the area in the middle, so I just put in the middle. I put flat roof, but yeah, but I think it's quite okay for the first time. And the next episode is already filmed, so you don't have to wait that long time to see our Himalayan brown bear. She's actually quite beautiful. So yeah, and yeah, that's all I wanted to say about the Himalayan brown bear. And the habitat came out quite well. I would say it's a realistic habitat. I went to Yosemite National Park in 2024, and although Himalayan brown bears don't live in the US and in Yosemite National Park, it matches them quite well because they're like quite similar to grizzlies, a bit different, I think, a bit smaller, but the habitat looks like something straight out of Yosemite National Park. So yeah. Then all of a sudden a snowstorm started. It was really annoying because everything was white, couldn't see. I searched for our Pallas cats. Again, I love the enclosure of the Pallas cats. Here you see him. He's actually so cute. I love the enclosure. Yeah, I love Pallas cats, really. And yeah, so that's the inside of the building. Trust me, it looks small, but it's quite big. When it's done, you will see how big it really is. Compared to the habitats, also. And in this habitat, I think I've told you in the last episode, for the hard shelter, sorry, my talking, I haven't built something like man-made, you could say. It's still man-made, but not like in the, real zoos, something like out of concrete or something, a real building, just some caves for the bear to sleep in, because it's really cliche, but bears do sleep in caves, so yeah. Yeah, I love bears. It's like I would call me a bear nerd. I love bears, and yeah, so it was really exciting to get Himalayan brown bears. I actually wanted to get more bears in the zoo because you can have in Thundra zoos you can have Himalayan brown bears, you can have grizzlies, you can have polar bears. We're gonna have polar bears, but you also can have Andean bears or spectacled bears. It's the same. I think you can even have sloth bears because they're from the Eurasia pack. I know in real life they live in India, but you can put snow in their habitats. And I think you could have them if you build a Thundra zoo. You could put them in. But we're not gonna do it in this zoo because next we're gonna build a tropical zoo or an Indian zoo or something, and then we're gonna get them. Oh yeah, actually for the next zoo I might get a few options and you guys can choose. So I'm make a list and you can vote, and whichever zoo idea gets the most votes, we're gonna build. So if you guys want to see a tropical zoo, you can vote for tropical zoo, or maybe a desert zoo, which is the direct opposite of this zoo now. Maybe an Aussie or an Oceania zoo. Maybe an Asiatic zoo. Maybe Europe only. Maybe South America only. Yeah, I'm gonna put you in a few options and you can choose. But yeah, that's yeah, again, that's still in the far future. I mean, this zoo still is gonna take long. I mean, we're still stuck on the Himalayan area, which we're actually gonna finish in the next episode. We're gonna start the European forest. But yeah, I can't tell you more about it now, because if I do tell you more about it, then I don't have stuff to talk about in the next episode. So yeah, but you're gonna see the next episode's gonna drop like maybe tomorrow or in 2 days or something. And yeah, actually guys, we have 5 subscribers. My goal was to get 10 subscribers. It's my first goal. I mean, you always have to start small. And we have 5 subscribers. So I know it's not much, but I just want to say thank you, guys. This channel's online for 15 days or something, I think, and already 5 subscribers. And we got not bad views, I'd say. I mean, the first video has 12 views or something, I think now. It's not much, but I want to thank you. And yeah, hopefully in the future we can get bigger and get more views. And yeah, and hopefully I can learn more about Planet Zoo. Leave tips down in the comments. I haven't got comments yet. I've got 1 comment, I think. But yeah, if you it doesn't cost anything. So if you watch this video and you like it, would be nice if you subscribe, or even getting a like to the video would be helpful, would be nice. Or if you just write a comment and rate an enclosure, also would make me happy. So it doesn't cost anything. It's just 10 seconds of doing something. Would help me, would make me happy, but it's your choice. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to the build. I've built the whole floor out of those mosaic paths, and then I sorry, my talking. Then I went to a raster and then I just, yeah, put it all over the floor. And yeah, you actually have seen the viewing window, or I hope you have seen it, because I showed it now. Yeah, I've done some building that I haven't explained. Yeah, just building the viewing window. I think it's quite nice. And I have done a lot of building research with my mechanics. So Indian we have maxed out, European we have maxed out, we have maxed out Arctic, and I think we have maxed out barriers. So next I'm gonna do, I think, European and Southeast Asian. Yeah. So yeah. Speaking of Southeast Asian, I don't know what zoo I'm gonna build next, but I want to do a safari bus or something in the next zoo. And why do I say South Asian, you may ask? It's because in the trailer of the Asian animal park, I think it is. Yeah, it's the Asian, not Southeast Asian. You see elephants bathing in the taking a bath in the mud, and a boat just floating next to him or something. And I thought it was quite cool, so I want to build that in the next zoo. But we're gonna build a boat ride in this zoo, in the Penguin Paradise in Polaria. That's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be even bigger. I think it's gonna be 30,000 square meters. Just Antarctica I mean, you can have 600 to 500 penguins in one habitat. So yeah, we can max that out, and yeah. And here you see me starting the actual gift shop. Yeah, it's just pretty basic. I haven't done advanced designing on that one because it's my first time. Wasn't quite sure how to do stuff, so yeah. And then I thought I could take all of the shelves and fill them up at the same time. Not possible, but not that bad. And I haven't done like okay, we're selling only plushies or something. I just chosen random things and put them in. I have got some variety, but yeah. So some hats of deer or something. Oh, sorry, it's moose, not deer. And yeah, frog hats, plushies, everything, cups. Yeah, just the basic stuff to squeeze the people out of money. And we actually hit 200k in the zoo from money wise, so I would say we are pretty good to go. I mean, 200k is something, I'd say. We actually don't have many animals. In the next episode, something bad happened, actually. I don't know why. We had like 20 foxes, and then it came like a message. One fox is stopping the others from breeding. And then I sent a keeper in, and all of a sudden all the foxes were gone except for that one. So we had to buy 2 more foxes. And also the first ever animal in our zoo died. Jon, our black fox. I'm gonna be building a small garden or something in honor of him, because he was the first animal in the zoo, so he started everything, and also he was a really beautiful melanistic fox. So sad to lose him, but I have bought one silver fox and a melanistic fox in the next episode, so yeah. Am I talking? Let's get back to the gift shop. I decided to put some bushes in just to make it look a little nicer, and then actually some trees, because I wanted to get a forest-like vibe. Nothing too crazy, but just some trees, not too much, to get a forest vibe, as I already have said. I'm just repeating myself. I need to stop talking. No, yeah. Put in some bushes, some trees, then some more trees. Those were too big, but I could put in some small ones. And yeah, that would be the done gift shop. Also, let me know in the comments how you like it. I disabled climbing because I think you all know, but for those who don't know, if your zoo is lagging and you have a big area where you have trees and stuff in, but there's no animals that can climb or need to climb, you can just go over with the select tool, multi-select, and then you can just select the whole area, and then you can turn climbing off, and that's gonna save you a lot of frames. Yeah, I'm always doing this. As soon as I finish a building with trees, wood or something, always disabling climbing, because it's saving a lot of frames. And here I took the null barriers and put them around the enclosure. And yeah, then I put a keeper gate in, and now we see how big the enclosure is, and it is 5,200 meters and 80 squared. 5,280 meters squared. More than enough for one bear, but I wanted it to be a big forest, and it looks kind of small. I couldn't have made it smaller, and it would still look nice for me. So yeah. And then I took the terrain tools and carved out some caves for the bear to sleep in, and to chill. Also, the Himalayan brown bear, or the model of the Himalayan brown bear in Planet Zoo, is reminding me of the cave bear, which sadly went extinct like I think 14 14,000 years ago or 140,000 years ago. I'm always getting the numbers wrong, but something like that. It was the biggest bear species, or one of the biggest to ever live. They lived up to 4 meters, I think, and over a ton. And yeah, they were quite amazing bears. And the Himalayan brown bear reminds me of them a little. So yeah, I like it. I really like it. Maybe I'm gonna build a prehistoric zoo with animals that all animals that look like prehistoric animals, and then I'm gonna just rename them to the names of real prehistoric animals. So we're gonna have Himalayan brown bears as cave bears and stuff. Or a zoo with strange looking animals we could also build. With just animals that shouldn't look how they look. Maybe if you know the saiga, babirusa. There's a lot of animals that just look weird. I'm not saying they look ugly, but a little weird. We can agree that the saiga looks weird. I mean, I think it's an antelope, but it has a trunk, so it's a little weird. But yeah, it's just a lot of ideas that have come too early. But yeah. So the back of the enclosure is terrain, and I just took some rocks and designed it. And in my first enclosures, I just put the rocks in. Now I'm moving them and making it look natural. Like you may have seen it in the Palascat enclosure. I was moving rocks really detailed to make it look natural. And in here it's not that important, but yeah, I just wanted to do it. Because, you know, when you're doing it one time, you can stop. You have to do it all the time. And I really think maybe I want to build a savannah zoo next or something. Because really, I like to build in the Thundra, but I'm not gonna build a North America zoo or something next. Because we're already doing it, kind of. So a savannah zoo, tropical zoo, grassland zoo, something like that is gonna be next. Yeah. Then I finished the back of the enclosure. I think it doesn't look world class, but it's just a little upgrade to make it look a little natural, a little more natural actually. And yeah. Then I think I took those pillars to redesign our barrier on the on the right, because I have forgotten that we have a glass window in there as well, but you can only see the Bear Lake from there, and yeah, nothing too special. And then I took those thingies again, and yeah, those thingies, if I say again, I've used those in the Palascat enclosure, and inside around the channel, the roof of the barrier, I've built the roof of the barrier with them, and yeah, I think it just gives it a more detailed look and a more nicer look. Then I searched if there is a sign for brown bears. It isn't, but I think in this episode, I don't know, I've put a statue in. And guys, I'm talking too much. Bye from me. Have a nice weekend. That's the episode done. Bye bye.